Hello! Welcome to finally another episode of Cooking in Kitchens. My name is Ruben, professional real estate amateur chef, amateur cook. And today we are doing this delicious, it's a berry and brie stuffed salmon recipe. So we've got our salmon here, the vegetables that are going to go into the skillet. Now one thing to note about this is that it talks about putting your dried cranberries in, but it doesn't say how much. That's kind of one thing that got left out. So when it comes time to add the cranberries, just put whatever you feel comfortable with. So I've already got the onions and the spinach chopped up, and so we're going to throw these into the skillet here, along with what do you got? Tablespoon of butter. And we're going to go ahead and get this one going, and then garlic as well. All right, me over here. You know, and I leveled my stove, but now it is not level. That is all right. We're going to cook this until the onions soften, and then we'll add in the garlic. The one thing that I love about cooking with onions is that right away it starts smelling very fragrant. This doesn't take all that long to cook. Try to get a piece of the onion that didn't. One thing that I love about cast iron is that you can cut in it. So I apparently missed. There, it should be alright. There. And preheat the oven, 375. Once the onions start to soften a little bit more, we're going to add our garlic in. Now it said it calls for a tablespoon of garlic. I'm going to be doing more than that. I find that garlic, when you cook it, it tends to lose its flavor. But I always added, more garlic and more onions than what's called for. And the cranberries. Like I said, it didn't specify how many cranberries, so however much you want. This is looking good. So we're going to go ahead and shut this off. And just let it sit here. In the meantime, I'm going to trim cut open the salmon. One thing that I'm adding with this dish is I've got some asparagus spears that are in an asparagus steamer, and so it's made delicious side vegetable. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and trim or slice open our salmon. And one thing you want to do is check your salmon for bones. Highly recommended to strip out as many bones as you can before doing this dish, because salmon bones are a delicious surprise. Right. So I'm using a shorter knife for this one because I don't want to cut all the way through. So I'm just going to want to go up 3/4 of the way in. We do want to stuff this, and if you trim it all the way through, you're going to end up with like more of a salmon sandwich than like a salmon pocket. Now this does do 4 fillets, and also, instead of, it calls for foil, what I'm doing instead is cook them in a cast iron skillet when they go into the oven. Reason being, because aluminum, when you cook with it, when you cook your food in it, the aluminum can leach into the food. We like eating food, we do not like eating heavy metals. Or I suppose the other joke could be, we like listening to heavy metals, but we don't like eating it. Most of us. Well, anyway, so let's go ahead and grab our vegetables. We're going to take our vegetables and just kind of stuff them in there. Use whatever technique you need to. This isn't the easiest thing, especially when you have kind of these more narrow slices of salmon. And once you got them stuffed, there we go. Let's go ahead and set them on in. I'm not too certain as to how well they're going to stay in there while they cook, but that is what part of the adventure is all about. That one's going to carry. Put this under the, so you can see what we got here. And then, next up, cutting the brie first. I'm going to rinse this off. So what we're looking for with the brie is this is going to go over the top of the salmon, and they come in various sizes. I'm just starting with a round here, so I'm just going to go ahead and chop the top off, and then trim the rib. This is most certainly going to be interesting. So just a suggestion, like, because I pulled this Brie out. I pulled the Brie out of the fridge while I was doing my prep work. It softened. I think this would probably be easier if it was fresh out of the fridge. I suppose one of the challenging parts is trying to trim this rind off without losing too much of the cheese. And we're looking for about half inch thick on the Brie. This is going to melt. And here we have it. Gonna take this lid, just throw it on the top like so. What a glorious mess. All right, so this bakes for 20-25 minutes. So start your timers now. It's a great time to start steaming vegetables and all that stuff, and pull it out when it's done, and we'll see how it turns out. Okay, ready to pull this thing out and see how it turns out. Oh, wow. So I think what we might do on this one is when we serve it, let's go ahead and take some of this juice and cheese and lay it over the top. Spatula. There you go. Off. We'll get a close look at this one. Easy 360. It's going to be one wholesome, delicious meal. And that is everything. All right. As always, be sure if there's any kind of like recipe that you would like, I'm more than happy to do requests. I'll see what I can dig up. Thanks for coming. Thanks for stopping by. Be sure to do all the YouTube stuff. Subscribe, and thanks also. If you do live in the area, you're moving into the Washington Peninsula, drop me a line, and we'll see if we can find you a house. There's still plenty of houses around here. All right, thanks. Take care, everyone. See you in the next video.